I don't think you understand how many times I played that song this weekend. It was about that energy game.
DDP.
Win or lose, it's still DDP. He's still the champion.
Still the people's champ. And
There you
still
And still.
the people's champ.
Now he's going to take Pereira. Put your money on it.
How's it, everyone? Welcome back to Game Time, episode 16, in the beautiful Redefine Studios in Cape Town on a lovely Monday morning after a very cuck weekend of sport. Joshy, how are you, my boy?
Been better. Been better. I think we're all feeling the same bubblus of loss
Yeah.
from this weekend.
I haven't had a bubblus like this since my 21st birthday.
And that was a bad one. Iemand het vir hulle vertel. Nou weet hulle. Somehow the world has picked up on how to beat South Africa. And they did it 3 times in one weekend.
And I just want to say a big sorry to all the fans of the show that
Yeah.
apparently I don't know anything about rugby.
I'd like to apologize to absolutely fucking no one. I'm not apologizing for nothing. To everyone that called us arrogant, yes. What was our conclusion of predictions last week? It was a 30-point lead.
We said win by 30 points.
Win by 30 points.
I mean, after 20 minutes, I honestly thought we were going to give them more than 30
Oh,
points.
100%.
Yeah.
20 minutes in, I was like, this might be an easier game
Maybe they
than
felt like,
Georgia, than
Yeah.
Italy, than like everyone else we played.
maybe they had like that spyware, they had earpieces in and they could like hear what every South African was saying at that stage. Like, the Wallabies actually is so cuck. It was
Yeah.
an undercooked Lions side. They lucky to have won that third one. And they just went, fuck these oaks.
They just went, we'll show you.
We'll fucking show
I saw an
you.
interview with our chommy, Nick White. Saw an interview with him. I think it was Juan and Rudy that were interviewing him. And he was saying he loves coming to South Africa and he loves playing South Africa. And I was like, well, when you wallop us in the way that you did, yes, of
everyone
course
loves.
you're going to love playing us. Guys, what are we doing? Also at the same time, right? Granted, we all sad, we all a little bruised, our egos have been hit. Sometimes that's a good thing for South Africans. Sometimes we get humbled and we come back even stronger. One loss is one loss. What frustrates me is when you see fans online and they're like, here we go again, 2014, South Africa again. And I'm like, nah, guys, it's one game.
Yeah.
It's one loss, I don't know what happened between the 15th and 25th minute that drastically flipped that game so much. I don't know how that happens.
No.
38 unanswered points is really bad. But it's one game.
Yeah.
And I will come out and say that I will double down because Mama ain't raised no quitter. And I will say that this week's game,
It's going to be a different
we
kettle
will
of fish.
wallop them this week. I stand by our statements.
We'll wallop the wallaby.
There you go. So to everyone calling us arrogant, you are right. We will keep our arrogance for this next game.
Yeah.
Maybe we needed a little bit of a...
Wake up call.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. I'm doubling down. I'm even saying like
40 points.
yeah, 38 unanswered points. We're going to give them 50 unanswered points.
Yeah, there we go. Let's say this will be the highest scoring rugby game in the last decade of rugby.
And to all the betting companies, take my word for it.
Also, well played to all the betting companies because the
You
odds
oaks
on
made
every
so much
single
money.
game. Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
betting companies, they're wearing the Springbok jersey,
Yeah,
but
but
deep inside, they're like, come on, Wallabies, please do it. They
made
raked in
so
money this
much
weekend.
money.
Well done to them. But we also just saw, after such a walloping of a game, we have 4 injuries.
Yeah.
Sia Khaleesi, Peter Steph de Toy, Kurtley Orense, and Edwin van der Merwe.
Yeah.
All out after that game.
I was expecting after the game anyway that Rassie would have made a shit ton of replacements anyway.
Based on performance?
No, based on squad rotation plus performance. But I think he put out a very strong team. But I think there is probably like guys like Damien de Allende that was missing.
Yeah.
Just that bit of experience, especially when things turned for the worse. I think you needed some real senior player there to step up. I think probably a guy like Ergia, missing him in that second half. I think probably a guy like Vincent Koch with senior experience.
Yeah.
I think there was just some key guys that was missing that would have made a huge difference. Or maybe not, but I mean, it wasn't that normal pressure first off and then bomb squad comes on and actually just annihilates the Oaks for the last 40 minutes. It was more of like a rocked up, thought they did the job in the first 20 minutes and then and maybe some wallaby snuck into the team room and slipped him some still knocks and then the Oaks.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That would have been...
You're against the wall.
But something that was really funny for me was Rassie's expression. You know, when Supersport always like, they catch those moments. First 20 minutes, Rassie's like all celebrating, laughing, joking. And then like just before halftime, he was like, hand in the face in the hand. And like,
there's always the what deep in the camera. And I was like, yeah, that was in the second half. That was definitely in the second half.
We still love you boys. And
of
we
course.
believe that you're definitely going to turn this thing around and still win the rugby championship.
Question for you, Kitty.
Yes.
Have you ever experienced, I mean, I'm sure maybe at some point you have, but have you ever experienced like being on the field when something like that is going down?
Yeah.
Where the game turns and no matter what you do, you just cannot get it back in your favor.
Yeah, no, many a times.
Yeah.
I mean, the one that probably stood out for me the most was New Zealand 57-0 loss. Like, it was like the first 15 minutes was like a back and forth arm wrestle. And then when they scored their first try on like minute 10 or 12, it was like floodgates just opened. Their tails went up in the air and you just can't stop them. Like, it doesn't matter what you try and steal the ball more often at the breakdown. You try and put pressure at the scrums and lineouts, but nothing's working. So I have felt games like this where intercept tries, things that happen against the flow of the game. And sometimes you can't get out of that rut. Like I think Rassie would definitely talk about that in this week, and I think he'll put big focus on like, if a mistake happens, how quickly can you close it down? How quickly can we shut down the Wallaby like back three from the strike runs? I think that is probably a big focus point for this week, and maybe like doubling down on the fence. Like, let's see if these Oaks are trying to run at us. print your name on his chest type of vibe.
Yeah, hurt some people.
If we can't win them with speed and tactics, go old school.
Yeah,
and the Springboks got it in their locker room. I mean, they've got it loaded, and like I mean, Springbok dominance over the years has never been based on flowy attacking rugby. It's been on the pain and strangle and suffocate and building pressure. And I think that's what maybe lacked in that last 20 minutes or last 40 minutes. There's no pressure. It's like losing lineouts, conceding penalties in the opposition 22. You just lose that edge in those physical game, and then things just go against you. So, I believe, and I'm doubling down on my bet. I think this weekend there's going to be a angry Bok with his back against the wall. Yeah. He's got a lot to play for. And then with Rassie at the helm and maybe getting a Jesse as captain again or Eben as captain this weekend if Sia's out, you're going to see a bit of fire, I think, definitely from the Boks, which is going to be...
And you're playing in Cape Town Stadium, which I'd like to think has a little bit of brutality to the environment. Yeah, I didn't feel much of it in Josie, I'll be honest. But I think because we were all so keen on what we thought was going to be like a runaway...
Which was not,
No, There was once that the crowd booed for a kick and the dude was like 7 meters in front of the poles. And I was like, guys, this is stupid. Don't do the booing thing. That's just like low level IQ. But I didn't feel intensity. I felt a lot of joy sitting in the crowd, and everyone was so stoked to be there, and the boys run out and everyone loses their minds. But there wasn't a like, let's sit, focus on this game. Can the boys pull this out the bag? I feel like everyone was on a jaw while the boys were playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, maybe that was just us, you know?
I think it was your little group.
Maybe that's our group, which we'll get into now. But, and I think now that fire's been relit, and I think people are going, okay, we need to show you, Oaks, that one loss doesn't mean, you know.
It's not the end of the world.
No.
It's a tough day at the office, but things are going to...
Things will get better.
Yeah, 100%.
It's one game, I can guarantee you. And like Dylan Ray made such a good point. I was bleak after the loss, dude. Because the
bleak
whole...
until you saw me.
Until I saw you, which we'll get into that as well. That was cock funny. But there's this build up into this game. It was the most incredible weekend, the most incredible experience. Build up and we lose. And you could feel the energy of everyone being like, and this isn't fair to say. I mean, have a good weekend regardless. It was a phenomenal... Always great to watch the boys play, win or lose. I love being there. But that like, all these beers I've drank, all the this and all the jaw that you've built up inside, and then a loss, and you're like, I need to keep this jaw moving. How do we keep this train running, boys? Got up into the box, and I was just sitting outside staring out into the stadium. Before I found you across the stadium, just staring out to the stadium, and Dil Ray had to sit next to me and like give me a proper like
little pep talk.
Yeah, dude, a bit of Russie came out of him.
Something that was a bit concerning for me was like those little pockets of emptiness in the stadium, and I don't know if it's due to the ticket prices or due to the fact that they're playing in Joburg and no one wants to go to Ellis Park anymore. Ellis Park, in my opinion, is still one of the biggest cathedrals of rugby in the world. Like, it's 1995 World Cup, history was made in South Africa for that stadium. Some of the most memorable wins for Springbok rugby has been at that stadium. It's quite sad to see a stadium like 85 to 90% sold out. I'm not 100% sure on the numbers, but it was sad seeing those little pockets of emptiness. And I mean, a lot of people probably commented on it on social media about it, but hopefully this weekend in Cape Town, and it might be because of the location, it might be, hopefully we see a sold-out stadium. Yeah. I want to see 55,000 South African supporters backing our boys, even though they might feel so disappointed from last weekend, but actually getting behind their team and going, listen here, I'm willing to spend 10,000 Rand for my family of 4 and coming to watch the rugby and have a couple of drinks, have a hot dog or two, and then just celebrating good rugby. And I truly hope I see that this weekend. That would be massive for me.
I'm very on the side of like, at the end of the day, the point of the show is where fans and players meet, right? So to make a statement for fans, the prices of tickets are ridiculous. You cannot be sitting way up high in the stands and you charging someone 2.5, 3 grand for a ticket. Yeah. Like, what I find disgusting about it, and I'll use such a strong word as disgusting, is that this country is so reliant on the joy that rugby gives us. It's something we're so immensely proud of, and it starts to feel like you're taking the piss out of the people when you go, we know how badly you want to see South Africa play. You want to get to see World Cup winning players play. Sorry, that's going to be 7 grand for 2 people.
Yeah, but doesn't it also make you feel like and I hate saying this, like, do you think the guys who make the prices for the tickets and the guys who's willing to make too much money out of it is putting the Springbok brand above what South Africa means to them?
100%.
Like Rassie would say, like, us as players is never bigger than the Springboks, never bigger than South Africa. Like, you do what we do or did what we did for South Africa. If you make ticket prices too expensive for your normal family to come and watch or out of their price range, then isn't the Springbok brand becoming too big for South Africa?
Yeah, 100%, dude. You're right.
And
you're right.
I mean, it's probably going to bite me in the arse later, that comment, but I mean, the Springbok brand still belongs to South Africa. It doesn't
Yes.
belong to anyone else.
Dude, I don't think that's going to bite you on the ass at all. I think you're making a very fair statement. Like, apologies, I can't remember his name, but the CEO or whatever came forward regarding the empty seats in Joburg and was saying, no, we actually want this. We knew there was only going to be 85% capacity. If we feel the need to change it, we will change it. And I was like, what a cuck statement to make.
You want
like,
that thing packed, remember? There mustn't be
exactly,
There mustn't
dude.
be space for a mouse to operate in that place.
100%. And not just like, for us, even for the players, dude. Like, the Springboks like putting on a show. You can see the run out. You can see them standing during national anthem. You can it means a lot to people to make a statement of like, oh, we only wanted 80% of you guys in the stadium. Really?
Are you just
legit? Are you for real on that? No, you want 110% capacity, dude.
You want some guys jumping on the roof so they miss out.
I'd be saying this louder, but I can't right now. So we have producer Dill in studio today. Dill, thank you so much for being here. Lekker to have you in. Got you back in today. I'm not asking for international tickets to be 700 Rand and that's it.
No.
Like,
Still
respect
making
the
money.
people, dude.
Yeah.
Like, 7 grand for 2 tickets. Like, then you're still Ubering in and out. Then you're still buying beer and food and everything. Cool. You spend 10 grand to go watch one South African game.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
It is.
But yeah, anyways, before we carry on too long about that, you want to talk about Dricus versus Kamzat before we get into our weekend and what happened through the weekend, because I'm very excited to tell you those stories. Unfortunate loss for Dricus. Before we get into, we have exact stats and numbers and we get all technical and we get to the point of it. Another statement towards fans, right? That's ultimately the point of the show.
Yeah.
Dricus put up, in my opinion, a phenomenal performance. For Dricus to survive 5 rounds where
What's that?
21 minutes and 30 seconds or something was in Kamzat's control.
Yeah, we control the ground. He's back.
Kamzat is obviously now number 1 within the division.
Yeah.
But when it comes to wrestling, jiu-jitsu, he's the greatest we've seen in a very long time. And Dricus survived 5 rounds against that guy. So yes, some people are thinking it was a boring fight. Kamzat, fights like a wet blanket. Like, granted.
Literally. He was stuck to you.
Pretty much. But that's what he does.
Yeah.
That's what he's the greatest in the world at. So when you watch the fight with someone like Dylan Ray, who's done jiu-jitsu for 8-9 years and art director for the EFC, I mean, he's known Dricus's career from when Dricus was a teenager, really. Dricus has incredible jiu-jitsu. He has great wrestling. That's why he was able to submit someone like Adesanya.
Yeah.
But the level that Kamzat is at with that is just mind-blowing. So you have to give respect and credit to the fact that Kamzat is phenomenal at that strategy and at that gameplay. But also the fact that Dricus has the skill to survive 5 rounds against someone that finishes everybody else in the first round. Like that.
But also, every time the round was finished, he went to the corner and spoke to Mona, and he's like a little smile on his face. Like, this guy's just can't get him off my back. Like, he's too slippery.
Yeah.
And so it actually shows that Dricus wasn't just going to give up.
No.
He was looking for opportunities to either get back to his feet, try and keep the fight striking based, and then because if he could have stopped some of those takedowns and a
little bit more,
but more striking, it probably would have been a different.
Well,
scenario.
there was a moment in that 5th round that made everyone's bumholes clench. That was when he got that on the back. I was like, is this guy seriously going to finish this fight and win it in the last 30 seconds of a 5-round mollywop? And there was some nice little overhand rights and jabs from Dricus that I think stunned Kamzat quite a bit.
It's always in the first couple of seconds of each round.
Yeah.
Before he took him down.
Before
he crucifixed him.
Jeez, dude, to be crucifixed for an entire round and not tap, that is painful.
Yeah.
And just those little
little 450 odd little taps against the head.
Yes, Stu. That's a lot of taps to the pip, dude.
Yeah, those glute knees or whatever, like when you kept kneeing him in the back. And
I kept kneeing him in the back, which I actually don't think is a legal strike. You can't strike straight to the spine. Just
I
saying.
don't know.
Again, I got that information from someone that knows it
I
well.
sent you a thing earlier on social media, just
see.
with Morne, Dricus' coach, where we were talking about the rematch. I don't know how true this facts is.
Yes.
Where he said no way he's gonna do an immediate rematch with Kamzat, like, because his level of wrestling is just too good. Like he can't see how he can improve that much to be able to take a rematch for the belt. It's probably going to end up in the same situation. So,
well, they're saying to the exact post you sent me, the reason why, it's simply because Chimaev's smothering style of wrestling is too good for Du Plessis right now.
yeah.
Quote, I've been asked, do you and Dricus want to do the rematch? I said, absolutely not. Obviously, we would like to fight him very soon again, but there's no way I'll take a rematch with us being a little bit behind in our Russian style of wrestling. With Dricus du Plessis' head coach confirming that he doesn't want to fight Chimaev again until Dricus' wrestling has improved, who should the former champion fight next? Money on, I think he's going to fight Pereira.
But just on like talking about that statement, that's quite humble, yeah, and brave. And he says like, listen here, this oak out-fought me and out-wrestled me. Let me go back to the drawing board. Let me go learn these Russian, import some bears, get some dangerous animals in Africa.
Yeah.
Let me have a full go at them.
2-3 years and forget. Yeah, exactly.
And then we'll take it on again. So, I mean, that's quite humbling, as you said. Like it's and it's like, I mean, a lot of people would take a shot on the nose, and the first thing they'll do is their ego will come out, and they would be like, "Fuck this guy, fuck him." But this is actually, it's quite brilliant.
Yeah, I think Dricus, I mean, he's a prime example of someone that's humble in victory and humble in defeat.
Yeah.
You know, his speech afterwards was incredible. His apology to South Africa is completely not necessary. But the fact that he still comes out and apologizes to the country and gets emotional about it, I'm like, that's huge.
That's huge.
So well done to the Wallabies, well done to Australia. I mean, you cannot deny the fact that was an incredible performance from them. And then you also cannot deny the fact that was an incredible performance by Chimaev.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, two different sports, two different, you know, styles of play, and they both perfected both those styles for a great weekend of sports. So, Dricus, we love you. You're still champion. We back you all the way. Whoever you choose to fight next, we back you. If a rematch does come against Chimaev, on Dricus again, we will get it in the rematch. And then this Saturday, I think South Africa will get the win against Australia.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to come in by a kwai.
Yeah. Scoreboard might not say it, but I think there's going to be some injured kangaroos hopping around Cape Town on Sunday morning.
Yeah. Other than the upsetting scores, the most incredible experience this past weekend. We did the Springbok Wallaby game with Monster Energy. Shout out to the homies. It was incredible. I've never seen a brand put on such a show and treat everyone as what, I mean, it blew my mind to the point that like we would go to Simone and be like, listen, can we help with anything? Because like so much is getting done, from like transport always kitted, food and drink always kitted, like organization for the event, for the game, for in and out of stadium, for like anything that needed to get done, they were just up it with everything. It was, what an absolute legend. She rocked it. Everyone had a smile on their face, even at 5 a.m, staying up to get the fight as well, straight from a game. They are absolute troopers. So the next time you see someone that works for Monster Energy and they're tired,
give them a big hug,
exhausted, give them a huge hug, because I promise you they probably haven't slept for 3 days.
Well done, guys.
There you go, boys. Well done, guys. Insane, dude. Do you want to give me a breakdown of your weekend and how it went before I give you ours?
Yeah, I spent a full weekend in in Joburg. So arrived in Joburg on Monday evening. 2 rounds of golf, which was a lot of fun.
Did you win?
No. I won the friendly one.
Okay.
But I probably came in like second last. Okay. The Players Fun Golf Day.
Listen, it was a week for losing. It's fine.
That's all right.
You're going to come back humbled and better next week.
Better next week,
There we go.
100%. Yeah, I did a couple of talks, but yeah, rugby was, or spent the day in the Vodacom suite. It was a lot of fun. Spent the weekend with John de Villiers and Skalk Brits, which was fun. They're always so entertaining when it comes to Q&As and getting stories across. But yeah, I mean, it was proper. And then joined you boys for a bit of the after party, for the Monster after party.
For the Monster after party.
Yeah.
Which they had to tell us to leave.
Yeah.
Venue was like, we need to at least mop and sweep before the fight. Please leave so we can clean. Yeah, we were like, whoops, okay, we're going to all-night it.
Yeah.
Dude, we left on Friday. We flew at 1, to be specific. But everyone was just so stoked to get to do the weekend.
Yeah.
We literally arrived at the airport and we were like, beers.
Yes, yeah.
So it was 2 or 3 drafts then, climbed on the plane, all sitting like perfectly in row. And we were like, beers on the plane. So we got 2 of our top 10s in already, the Mile High beer and the airport beer. We ticked those off. We had them in the bag.
Oh,
Landed, everyone collected all their stuff. It was myself, Dylan and Dylan, Simone, and then all the Monster girls, as well as Thomas that was there for filming media. He's an absolute G as well. He's got the dopest rig, camera-wise, body-wise. I'm sure he has a great rig too. He was a G. And then straight off to a dinner, got to meet everyone else, got to meet Juicy J, Robbie Gillett and his butt were there as well. Yeah. Really lekker to see them. Had a proper go on Friday. I think did you oversend Friday or yeah?
Is that rival anxiety?
Oh,
it's a
dude.
thing, really?
I kept cheating, and I'll own up, because everyone went from beer to techie sodas.
Yes.
But then I was like, if I hit it too hard on Friday,
Saturday's a write-off.
Tomorrow is the activations before the game, the after party, and then we staying up for the fight. I was like, there's no ways I'm drinking too much on a Friday. So I started cheating, and I would do like Sprite and soda water. And then everyone would be like, hey, what you drinking? I'd be like, techie soda, and then just sip away at that. And I kind of got away with it. Quick side note, Joburg City's falling apart. And no one's doing shit about it. I've never been that far into the CBD.
It's scary.
My voice is tanked. I've never been that far into the city. Dude.
That's rough.
Hey, government, do something. Holy shit, dude.
I was a bit panicky when we left the stadium at the end.
Yeah.
Because like we were alone, there wasn't much people left. We had to maneuver our ways to the cars.
Yeah.
That was
and we've
scary.
got cameras. Thomas has all of his gear, tripods, everything like. But yeah, we arrived and went straight to the Monster activation, which was dope. They had a ramp. Is it called a half pipe? Half pipe. Yeah, a half-ramped half pipe, one of those. And they had all the BMX riders just going to town, dude, on these ramps with obviously all the Monster girls doing their thing. And it was so sick, dude. We had to do a solid brekkie beer, tick, another top 10 beer. We had to get another one of those in on Saturday morning before heading to the game. You and I got an hour and a half of sleep in. After party, pulled back to our hotel, and it's just me and Steven lying on the bed next to each other, fully clothed. I have a selfie. I took a selfie while you were sleeping.
Oh, shit.
I
said
said
Saturday was a long day, eh? Like,
it was long, dude.
What time? You guys arrived at the stadium at like 1?
11.
11, yeah. I was at 1. So from 1 till, what was that time? 1:30, 2 o'clock?
Dude, this was like a 3:30 in the morning vibe.
Yeah.
Completely overshot it. Fell asleep at like 5:30. I fell asleep. Obviously, you know this. You were there for like an hour and a half, and I woke up to you standing at the end of the bed and just going, Josh, I need to leave. And I was like, oh, why? You go, because I actually have to go check out of my actual hotel. I was like, oh, no, dude, I forgot. Yeah. And then you made it down to the lobby to jump in your Uber, and Dylan Ray was sitting in the lobby.
Yeah.
That's where we left him. That like hours before, he did not go to his room, stayed up for the fight. That's how, like, he watched
I greeted him.
all the undercard, the whole main card. Like, that's how dedicated he was to that fight.
That's why he was probably still drunk the Sunday, because he hasn't had like
Yeah.
half an hour of nap time.
Yeah. Dude, I made it downstairs into the lobby at like 8 a.m. for the first time, 8:30. And I see Dill, and I'm like, this is, dude, you woke up, quite early. He just goes, dude, I haven't slept. And I go,
I must say, like, like when I woke up there to leave for my hotel,
Yeah.
like, I was still a bit drunk, but I was feeling better. And then I saw them sitting in the lobby. I was like, just wait to like, just
respect, bugger.
Just bugger.
Dab it up. Dude, I said to him first thing in the morning, I was like, mimosa? And he goes,
Oh, they were drinking mimosas when I got there.
he goes, I'm 5 in. I was like, yes, dude, it's 8:30 in the morning. You really did all night it. He smashed it, dude.
Yeah.
And then once again, airport beers, fly back, beers on the plane, land straight to Hudson's for his birthday, a couple drafts for his birthday, home, straight to bed. Yeah. So I'm a shell of a man today. I want to, before we move on away from this weekend, I want to give a really, really, really big thank you to anyone that watches the show and came over to say hi. That was such a humbling and incredible experience to know that people actually really appreciate and enjoy Game Time. So thank you to everyone that came over, to everyone we met inside the beer garden, to the lady that came over and showed me her nails with the little Springbokkies on. I'm doing my monster nails for the next event. To all the guys that came and shook hands and asked where Stephen was. Stephen was on duty somewhere else, but we're going to try with the Cape Town game to come down as well, and we can give a bit of a walk through the fan areas. But thank you so much. Extremely humbled by everyone. I had a smile on my face all weekend because of you guys. So thank you so much for listening for the show. It means the world to me and to Stephen and to everyone involved.
Yep.
Also a big shout out to Bushle G. Dude, getting to see you perform live was incredible. You changed a lot of lives and a lot of, that was the vibe that Bushle was, dude. What a great show. We've got the most amazing videos and photos of him performing. So much energy. Love you lots, bugger. It's Villy's birthday.
Billy's birthday. We get back stuck into the rugby chat, but yeah. Happy birthday, Billy.
Absolute unit of a human.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet him.
I'm sure you will.
He seems like a bugger.
No, he is.
What's your, when I ask you, PG version, the stories you can tell, what's your favorite moment that you recall with you and Villy?
I think like mine and Billy's friendship is a lot based on golf and jolling together for like post-rugby drinks, like those type of things. But no, he's just such a legend, my bro. I think never gets into trouble or never wants to get into trouble. There's a couple of times he did, but as you said, can't share those stories. Yeah. But no, he's just such a good human, and I think spending time with him outside of the game a little bit, getting to know Holly's missus and Amy and them being good mates, and myself and Vinny being good mates, they're just such an awesome couple. And I mean, guy who's played over 100 test matches for the Springboks is quite an achievement. So yeah, big happy birthday to Villy, and I'm sure it's going to be a blessed following Saturday against the Wallabies and a great rugby championship ahead. So,
also shout out to Joburg Stadium for allowing people to walk around with jugs.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Did you didn't see the giant pitches?
No,
dude. Why doesn't Cape Town do that?
Cape Town's like
we're very conservative.
It's like the rich. It's like the rich cousin.
Pretty much. Yeah. Doing everything in moderation. Yeah, because it was like we needed to go get beers, so we didn't have any beer for the first half because the stadium was just so busy.
Oh, but you guys also sat in the stadium. You didn't sit in the in the box.
Yeah. We were behind the reserve seats, which was incredible.
Behind the Springboks.
Yeah, I've never sat that close to the field before. It was mind blowing. We did, yeah.
Did you have a little look over?
Yeah, so myself and Dill, obviously from shooting all the Bomb Squad ads, I said to Del Rey, I was like, we've got to get Malky's attention. And I mean, maybe not the right game to do it in because homie was obviously bleak. Everyone was pretty bleak. But like he played the first 30 minutes, eh?
No, probably
longer.
First 50, 60.
Came off sitting, and we're going, Malky. And eventually we catch his attention. And Dylan and I just stand up. And you can see, like, how many fans shout your name when you're sitting on the side of the field, right? So he turns around to be like, hi, you know, but turns, does the second look and goes and sees it's like from working with him in Josie, and does a cheeky little, like, wink. How's it at the side? And I was like,
so if the cameras catch him, it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, exactly. He has to look bleak. I mean, the game's not going well. You don't want to see him smiling on the side of the field during a loss. Yeah. So thank you, Mark. You made my day with that, dude. But we had to go buy beer. So myself and like 3 other people from Monster go to the queue, and they go, there's so many people sitting. Just give us a case.
Sure.
So they hand the case over, and as they're trying to leave with the case, security go, no cans allowed. And they go, we have an entire case of beer. Where do you want us to put 24 cans? So they go, no, you got to empty them into those pitchers, those plastic pitchers. Dude, people were buying full bottles of Clippies and emptying the whole bottle of brandy. And then whatever space was left
was Coke.
And Oaks were walking, drinking out of pitchers.
Imagine you buffaloed that thing.
That's the pitchers.
Jeepers.
Yeah.
How many beers does that thing take? 4.
I think it's, 6?
6,
Yeah.
3-liter ones.
I'll pop it. I always say I will, and then I don't. This time I will. Dude, it was...
This is like a reminder for you to edit in.
Joshua, make it pop up. Yeah. When you need sleep tonight and you're still editing. Yeah, dude. Incredible weekend. Thank you so much to everyone. That was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And we got another one ahead this week. We are on a 72-hour recovery, Stephen. We have 3 days to recover. And then we back at it, boys.
When's your weekend starting with Monster this time?
Friday.
Also Friday.
Friday.
We're going to Greece in 25 days.
Okay.
Me and the missus.
Yeah, bo.
And when you're in Greece, it's not like you go on a ski trip and you can be fully covered in like as much clothing as you want. So I was thinking, and I put this challenge out to myself this morning, or actually last night, when I was like feeling the worst, and even after my gym session.
You like to punish yourself, though. I've realized this.
I want to try and do like 21 days sober, even with this rugby coming up this weekend.
Hang on. When do you leave to Greece?
10th of September. So it's 24 days. So I'll give myself 3 days at the end. There's like a golf day coming up at that stage. So it's 3 weeks sober from
No, but you have to dop with us on Saturday.
I'm not going to dop.
This coming Saturday for the game. You're not going to dop?
No, I'll drink Coke Zero. I'll drink Monster.
Yay. I was about to say, because you're gonna come to the after party of this game.
Yeah, but also I've got a flight at 7 o'clock on Sunday morning. So I'm putting it out there. 21 days sober.
21 days sober. We're doing the things.
We're doing a thing.
I wanted to close this episode out on something. Got to match up the shades, Kitsy. I don't think you understand how many times I played that song this weekend. It was about
DDP.
Win or lose, it's still DDP. He's still the champion.
Still the people's champ. And still the people's champ.
Now he's going to take Pereira. Put your money on it. Anyways, are we signing out?
We're signing out.
Let's do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your kind words. Did I just say appreciate?
Carry on.
I'm tired. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you at the Cape Town Springboks game alongside, obviously, Kitsy, Dill and Dill, everyone from Monster. Thank you guys so much. Have a lekker jaw.
Peace.